Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Rula here. I hope you guys doing good. I hope your summer is going well. I know it's towards the end of the summer, but I hope you had a good one. You had some time off, time to relax, spend time with your family and friends, away from stupid work and school. Come on, we all know we don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah, we like this stuff. We like this stuff here. And here we are, we have a whole video. Nothing too crazy. This is a little small unboxing here. Hopefully go fast, but you never know with me. I like to take my sweet time, open up the packages, checking out what's inside. But either way, I was kind of staying busy this summer. I have things happening in my personal life. At the moment, I'm actually trying to move, which is a good thing. So I might have a little more space for my hobby, a little dedicated space. Maybe live streams will come back. So that's a good thing. Yeah, then busy with other things like, vacations, spending time with the family. I don't know, getting to know your mom. Just getting cut. Yeah, but in all seriousness, it's just kind of been busy for me with work and everything else. But in the past couple of days, and actually this week, in between things happening in life, I was able to get this badass kit built. This is Brick Veteran Panther tank. So finally got that one wrapped up. I'm really happy to add this one to my tank collection of over 2 German cats, and this is my first Panther actually. So I'll probably do another like in-depth overview just on the kit itself, because there's a lot of things to go through historically wise. But yeah, just want to kind of show this off a little bit while I'm at it. So I'm pretty excited. But anyways, let's go ahead and go back into unboxing. Let's just, without further ado, just hop into it. Once again, trying to save my pennies, live under your means. That's what they're supposed to say. Pay yourself first. And I know like this company's sorry, this has been a little loud on the mic here, I apologize. Yeah, I know a lot of those companies like Brickmania, they're struggling a little bit right now, but hey, at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you, in your interest, and you don't want to be struggling. Of course, we all love Brickmania, we love the hobby, we love the people that create those amazing kits and designers and all that kind of stuff. This is all great stuff. But then you gotta look after yourself. So if it's not time to save, not time to buy, it is what it is. Things are expensive. So watch for yourself, watch for your pennies, watch for your wallet. And that's what I'm trying to do myself. I'll recommend definitely trying to keep it under your means, and keeping it, balanced and on a budget. Oh shoot, I ripped that one off. Alright, anyways, I just started already unboxing. And I think this is what, I'll just give a little zoom. This is United Bricks. And the reason I picked this one up, the reason I picked this guy up, and I'll probably give a little closer look on the stand once I have all. So for the minifix, usually I'll put it at the end when I just put it on the stand and just give it a 360. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this guy, but this is a Cold War Soviet Riffleman, and I really didn't know what to get from United Bricks. And the reason why I picked up something from United Bricks is I had a credit. I have some like £5 in the bonuses from last year's, I forgot, Blitz event. I can't remember what it was, but they made a bunch of minifigs. Anyway, so the points were expiring, so I wanted to get something. And later, once I got this guy, I realized they were selling a bunch of Napoleon era torsos, which I probably should have better off picking up. But instead of that, I got this one fig. Again, nothing else was that interesting on the website. So I kind of skipped on the rest of the stuff, but like I said, once again, maybe I should have got Napoleon torsos instead of this guy, but it is what it is. And like I said, I'll give a closer look at this later. And this is actually, I think I know what this one is, but this is a little bit different than I normally get, and it's something new. And it's interesting, they're using like a paint tape to put this together. I don't know, it's not super secure, but it is what it is, and I hope everything is here. And probably just open it all together at once. Let's move this aside a little bit. And like I said, I know what it is. This is from Camo Brick. And Camo Brick is a German-based company. First time I got it, but the reason I picked it up for the most part is they're a reseller of tiny veterans. That's one thing. And the second thing is they resell a Brick Warp. Brick Warp is our homie Lando. I actually have a minifig from him here on display. Our homie Lando that no longer works for Brickmania, but he used to make some phenomenal minifigures, and I like his kind of art style on the minifigs. I like his designs. They are, to me, they look more authentic to actual Lego fig. For some reason I think it looks just nice. Anyway, so he makes his own minifigs, and I think the camo bricks is a resale for them. That's a long story. So let's pop it open and see what I got. Yeah, this is the card from Camo Bricks. Some maybe fragile things glued separately. The invoice I don't need. So yeah, I just want to check out a Brick Warp once again, which is a Rando from Brickmania company. Yeah, that's it. So we can put that aside. Let's give it a little closer zoom. See what we have. Maybe put some light on. I don't have a light right now on, but maybe we can see it with just daylight itself. For the minifigs, once again, I will do a close-up at the end of this video. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll do a close-up. Okay, so obviously this is a World War II guy, and the vest does not go with him. This is more like a desert themed modern vest from Brickarms, but I think what the Brick Warp is doing, they actually get the Brickarms vest and then they print on top of that, so that comes out very nice. Once again, this is the World War II, I think, crewman from like Normandie or something, and we got printed crates, and this is the 50 cal. That's very nice. What else? We have our Brick Warp. And this is the Iraqi Saddam hideout with a bunch of Iraqi helmets. Unfortunately, I had Brickmania Republican guards, which I sold, which was very dumb with me. But let's have a closer look. Yeah, that's the print. Yeah, I should probably kept a lot of my Gulf War stuff, which I sold some tile packs as well. Now I do regret this a little bit, and basically everything I sold I regret selling now. Yeah, so that's the torso for Iraqi Republican Guard in Rando's interpretation in light tan, and yeah, and this is the helmets with the markings. Maybe I'll build this one up with my own pieces and show you how that looks like. But let's just pop open the rest of the stuff. So we have more crates. So that's not Brick Warp, that's Game Bricks. I think the Camo Brick also resells other companies as well. So I want to get the kind of modern Russian ammo crate here. Some heads. So this is a Brick Warp once again. Rando's design. Looks amazing. And this is basically a century bob. I think that's what it's called in the States. It's a punching bag in the form of like a person. So, and when you get this pack, you also get a printed vest. But let's go ahead and look at punching bob first. Century bob, I don't know. Okay, so wrong. Here we go. That's what it looks like. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool, unique piece. Just something for me to have. Very kind of creative. And yeah, this is the helmet. So you got that woodland pattern of some kind of, I don't know what it is, don't thread on me kind of thing. Woodland again, 80s more or less, seems so. Pattern here, and we got a printed, yeah, sorry about my hand way, but this is the best I can do. Don't look at my fingers, I'm self-conscious. But yeah, no, this is it's a drone basically. So you have a clear tiles, and then there's a ammunition drone that will drop a bomb on someone's head. And I think this is a freebie. I don't remember getting this TNT high explosive thing. So here we are. There's more stuff still, and this is kind of the big reason why I actually even went to the Camo Brick and decided to pick up. Oh yeah, and then with Iraqis, yeah, we got Iraqi cola, right? So we got Arab Pepsi Cola, or whatever that's supposed to be. So we got that, and this is the main reason what I got this for. So this is supposed to be M2HB printed, and I don't see this being printed though. So here it is. I don't know, maybe the crates are printed. So I want to check it out, see how that looks like. But it looks like it's not pure black. So I don't know if it's this how the Brickarms makes it. It has like this gunmetal feel. But I want to get that one because guess what? I got the Brickmania one. Oh, look at this. Why is it in like Arabic stuff? Well, which country is this? I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, I want to check this one out. I want to get the M2HB from Brick Warp, camo brick. Maybe I put more light. Hold on a second. All right, here we are. Put a little bit more light. But anyways, I want you to check out M2HB, which I'll build this up in a second, and I'll do a little bit of a comparison with Brickmania one. Now let's get to the last pack. So lots of printed tiles essentially in from Brick Warp, which is nice. Let's go ahead and see what this pack is about. This is supposed to be a World War II communication pack. So this will like represent the phones and like phone lines and stuff like that that they'll use to communicate during the World War II. Let me, again, still not enough light. Let me get more light. This one a little hard to see prints because they are on kind of brown color, reddish brown. But yeah, and on public phone no charge. Yeah, so you have like those phones going on. And then this is, I guess, the wire that will connect it. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool pack. Maybe it could be used in some kind of mock or something, especially when it comes to like American soldiers, D-Day. And then lastly, and this is not Brick Warp. Let me go pop it open. All right, here it is. I got the bubble wrap off. And this, what we have is Tiny Veterans. So this is the Tiny Veterans crusher cap for a tanker, for the Panzer commander, for this guy, let's try it out. Let's take this off, and you let me know how that looks like. I personally like Tiny Veterans, although I feel like they're very expensive. But you know, if you want to get just a few of those, it's not, maybe it's manageable financially. I think this was like a 12 euro pickup. So what do you think? How does that look like? So we have a Panzer commander. I think it looks pretty good. Actually, I have another one from back in the day. Ooh, look at that. Actually, you can tell the 3D print mold is the same. So this is a couple-year old one that I picked up, I don't know, again, back in the day. And this one is the recent one, and you can tell the pink is way more subdued on the left than this guy here. So I don't know, what's more accurate? What do you think? What do you guys prefer? You like the light pink or you prefer the bright pink? So here it is. Tiny Veteran crusher caps. But again, this is the one I got with a headset. All right, moving on. I think that's it with Brick Warp and camo brick, which was very cool. I'm happy about that. Let's move on to other stuff. Let's move this out of the way. And I'll do a comparison of M2HBs between Brickmania ones and Brick Warps, and you can let me know. I'll do it at the end of the video. So the invoice is out, although I feel like there's something here. Here we go. Yeah, that's the only thing I picked up in this one, I believe. And this is basically a perfect caliber Brickarms weapon random pack. I'm not gonna open it right now as much as you guys want me to do it. I know you do. I'll open it in a separate video. I think I might do just like overview of a Brickarms video of the stuff I have, and I'm gonna open it during that video. So stay tuned for this unboxing. Probably next week I'll do it. So that's the pack I got. That's the freebie as per usual from Brickissimo. Let's continue with Brickissimo Brickmania stuff. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I think that's it. We got some freebies. Once again. Some perfect caliber. So we have, well, this is a perfect caliber sword. So here's my thing. So from our boy Frank, Brickissimo, I have ordered a Confederate perfect caliber sword by Brickmania. What he does, he sends me a Union one, which is fine. I never had a Union sword that says USA on top of it. You can check out my last haul video, actually. You can see it there. It's fine. I'll take it. Now I want my Confederate one, right? I want a Confederate one that I ordered the first time. Now he sends me a Marine. He sent me a Marine sword, which is, I know he might like not care what they are. He just kind of all piling it, but I do care. I do care. Because the Brickmania made the Marine, which is modern Marine sword. Then they made, or I don't know which year is this. And they made the Union Civil War, and they made Confederate Civil War. And I want my Confederate, and I didn't get it. So now I have this. I'm not too happy about this, but it is what it is. And it's probably my last sword I order. Perfect caliber sword I ordered from our boy Frank from Brickisimo. Now we have this cappy for North Africa. That one looks very nice actually, and I'm gonna use it almost immediately on my North Africa diorama, which you haven't seen. I don't know where you've been living under the rock or something. Check out that video. I don't know, maybe a selfless blog here. I don't know. And I got the tiger cappy, which I think I have a bunch of those before, and I thought that was in black, but it's actually in bluish gray, so I'm not too excited about that. This will work very nicely with like Stook, if you have a bunch of Stook kind of personnel you want to equip with. Okay, so I know what we have here. So here we have actually a Rando, not a Lando anymore, just a Rando, because when Orlando no longer works for them, but that's okay. He has his own company. And this is the Rando. I think the one on sale. That's what it is. And yeah, you don't see Lando anymore here. And I don't know how I feel about that. I do like the texture printed face, but I don't like the arm is gray. So yeah, I have mixed feelings about those Randos, because at the same time you can get some cool stuff. Like for example, this helmet is pretty cool. It's one of the older style helmets that Brickmania printed on top before. But at the same time, those figs are useless, really. I mean, where am I going to use them at? You have a wrong hands. You have all like messed up kind of torso, which I don't know if I can even use. Maybe I can put it on some kind of tanker if I really try, you know, kind of stained or oiled up. I mean, again, you might get some cool stuff. You might get lucky there. And I think this also came with the Rando. So you got this. I mean, is it perfect caliber? Yeah, it's kind of like printed. Kind of not on this side. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I feel like it's kind of half-assed fix. But it was on sale. It was 10 euros, $10. I can't complain. But anyways, the main event why I went to Brickisimo and Brickmania is I want to get this perfect caliber M2HB, which is kind of expensive if you ask me. This is $30. The Brick Warp one, which again I haven't put together just yet, which I'll do it. That's $17 or $19, but I think this one actually is fully printed, like the barrel and the actual gun with the stock. So yeah, that's it. Let's move on, and basically last box before I hop into up close for M2HBs and the minifigs, which I think this is also minifigs. Like I said, I'm trying to keep things on a budget for myself. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be not a hole actually. I mean, after I said that, but again, small stuff and things on sale. And Brickisimo has a sale right now, which is 20 off on Brickmania and everything else they have in the store. But I've been actually really good and staying away from it. So yeah, although there's a 20% sale, I haven't bought anything, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm happy that, you know, my bank is happy, my wallet is happy, we're all happy. All right, so moving on, I'll open this up again. I'll give a separate close-up in a second. So we have our Union, which is this 20th Maine 2-pack, and the Maine, of course, the reason I got this is the flag. I had to have the flag. So maybe one day I'll do like a lineup of all my Civil War minifigs. I think that's gonna look really cool. But yeah, so once the flag came out and two pretty awesome Brickmania figs, Civil War figs came out, I wanted to get it. Yeah, it was kind of a must have for me at this point. Once again, I don't get all the Civil War stuff, but this one was definitely on to buy list. All right, but don't click off. I'm gonna go ahead and open those guys up and give you a little close up on the figs, and also I'm gonna do a M2HB comparison. All right, so here it is. We have M2HBs. So this is my kind of all around Toyota truck, or so-called Toyota Tacoma truck, used by maybe some not so good people, or maybe some insurgents or so on. And it has a normal like M2HB right here. So this is what the normal Brickarms M2HB looks like without any kind of prints. So close up, this is a Brick Warp. Again, looks like some kind of Middle Eastern boxes going on here. And I did notice, for example, that this is, like I said, this is a normal one. it is covered with something. So there's definitely like a paint application on top of it. So that's very nice. And the fact that it's cheaper, and the fact that this also comes with 2 magazine boxes, that's very nice. So this one I like. That's a Brick Warp 3D printed brick arms and M2HB, and this is Brickmania. So I think Brickmania is more catered for like World War II stuff, because you have a lot of this kind of darker prints, especially the ammo box. It's more like that will go nicely on the Sherman. So maybe I'll put that up at some point and show you how that looks like. But yeah, but this one will go on like some kind of, like I said, one of those insurgency kind of helix trucks. So we got one of those guys, and we can pop one of those Iraqis. And then while we're at it, yeah, I lined those up here really quickly. This is the torso. This is the helmet that I just got. The helmets again, Iraqi Republican Guards. This is the vest, which is desert themed, printed, and yeah, and then it's printed probably on something like this. So you get, once again, stock brick arms, and then they apply print work and a little printed Coca-Cola. So that's what it looks like, and we can get our Iraqi guy in here, and then he can work that M2HB, and I think it looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? Looks good. And you got extra ammo here as well. So here it is. Let me put that on the Sherman. Let me put the Brickmania on the Sherman really quickly. All right, I got the Sherman. Put that one here. We have our normal M2HB right now on top of it. So let's gently try and remove that and put Brickmania perfect caliber one. And how's that looking? I think it looks pretty nice. Is it worth $30? I'm not sure. You be the judge. But I think it's definitely adds to the look. Anything perfect caliber definitely adds to the look. So I definitely like how now this Sherman looks like. Can I live with the black one? All black one? I'm sure I can. But would I rather have this? Yes, I'd rather have this, because this looks pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the minifigs. All right, so here's up close. On the right side, we have a Brick Warp Lando's Normandie crewman, I think, tank crewman, or one of those guys. This is United Bricks, Soviet Cold War Rifleman. And here we got a punching Bob with the printed helmet and the vest. So let's go ahead and give it a little 360. Yeah, definitely liking the Brick Warp minifig, looking nice, especially the helmet also, very well detailed. You can see all this kind of prints and details went into it. United Bricks is pretty good too. I think the print work definitely started to get a lot better than before. Questionable faces, but the price, you can't beat the price for United Bricks. Definitely nice, and it came also with the AK brick arm. Yeah, that's with those minifigs, and yeah, just once again close up on those heads from Brick Warp, and let's move on to Brickmania Civil War. And this is the ones I was really excited for, because those minifigs come with a flag. So here's the Union flag from this side as well. So this is like a flag carrier, dude. On the left side, let's give it a closer zoom on the fix, and then a typical Civil War, a Union blue color. Minifigs, very nicely done. The cappies are 3D printed and printed on top of that, which I really like. So here we are, we have cavalry, and we have I don't know, some kind of Iron Cross kind of thing going on top. Very well done. And then I don't know, this guy in the mustache, I don't know what his ranking is, maybe some high ranking guy has this Colt pistol, which is also brick arms, which is also printed. So this is a perfect caliber right there. So yeah, looking very nice. Happy to have those added to my Civil War collection for show. And now we have a flag to fly. I have some Confederate flags. Maybe Brickmania make Confederate flags one day. Let's see. Probably not. But yeah, but that's the haul. I hope you liked it. If you do, put a like on the video. And this guy, the review, hopefully is coming on this I think Panther tank definitely deserves a full overview. It's fairly iconic German World War II tank, arguably the best tank. Not my personal opinion, but hey, what do I know? But yeah, I'll make a review on this Brick Veteran kit up close, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when. I'm pretty lazy. I have a lot of stuff going on, but let's see. It is coming though, I promise. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in for another long haul video, but I hope it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. Bye for now. Peace.